What's going on, everybody? Rob A here, and today we're taking a look at LEGO Marvel Superheroes set number 76067, Tanker Truck Takedown. Now this is the fourth mystery set from Captain America's Civil War. And the set features 330 pieces and retails for $30. Now, I got this today at my local Toys R Us store. I tried to get it Saturday, but they said no. You know, it's got a street date of August 1st, and we have to hold to that street date, because otherwise you'll go spoiling the movie for everyone. Right? Yeah. So, I'm not entirely sure why LEGO decided to impose a street date of August 1st for a movie that came out months ago, but that said, I have been excited for this set for months now. So this is, of course, based on Captain America Civil War. It's, I thought it was a water truck scene, so that's cool too. You also get Vision in a set that is only $30. You get Hawkeye, new Hawkeye. You get Captain America that we've seen in some of the other Captain America sets. But most importantly, at least to me, we get Spider-Man. Tom Holland's Spider-Man, looking really, really sweet. And finally we get some arm printing, so I'm really, really looking forward to that. The set itself, I honestly could give or take. I don't really care that much about the set itself. It doesn't look like anything special, to be perfectly honest. It's got some cool gimmicks, like you can twist this little dial and I guess it pops open and fire shoots out of it. You, of course, got a super jumper that you can hit into this little windsock thing and knock Captain America flying or whatever. So, anyway, build something super over in the corner, and I'm going to do just that. I'm going to go ahead, get this set put together, and we will check it out right now. So, of course, inside the box, we get probably a bunch of bags full of bricks, is going to be my guess here. Looks like bag number 2 right here, and looks like that's the one that contains Spidey. Pretty sweet. We've got bag number 3 and bag number 1. So this is a 3-bagger, guys. And very annoyingly, it's got 2 separate instruction books, which bothers me, but that's alright. What are you gonna do, right? So you got 2 instruction books. I don't know why. It's only 300 pieces, you know. I don't see the need for it, but you've got that going on. You've got a sticker sheet here with the little Avengers logo. I assume that's for Hawkeye's motorcycle. Just some dials and things like that, of course, and Roxxon logos. So that's pretty neat. And, of course, once again, bag number 1. Looks like it has Hawkeye and Cap in it. Bag number 2 appears to have Spider-Man in it. I don't see Vision anywhere in here, which is strange. Bag number 3. Okay, there's Vision. I see his head in there. And there's the box for his cape. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so there you go. So I'm going to go ahead and get this set put together, and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright guys, here we have the Tanker Truck Takedown. And as we always do, we're going to take a look at the minifigures first. And of course, let's start with good old Captain Steve Rogers. Captain Steve America Rogers. And here he is, looking very much like he does in some of the other Captain America Civil War sets. So, you know, I mean, it's not anything we haven't seen before. It's not anything new, but still, it's a nice solid print. I do like it quite a bit. It's nice, like, stylized, but not overly stylized. It's still obvious that it's Captain America. And, of course, he's got his shield. And I would have liked to see, you know, another version of maybe the, not the darker red shield, but maybe give us this in, like, a metallic or something, you know? Maybe do a special shield for this that has maybe, like, claw marks in it. Just something like that I think would be really, really cool and a nice addition to the set. But other than that, it's actually a really nice figure, and I'm happy to have another one to hang out in my LEGO City. So there is Captain America. Very nice. Next up, we have Hawkeye. Clint Barton, I think is his name. And yeah, he's looking pretty decent. The hair is still weird. Like, the first hair they gave him for the first Avengers was ridiculous. It was a, like, Draco Malfoy slick back hair, you know, with the sunglasses on and everything. This is a little bit better, but still not quite there. It's a little bit too perky and crazy. I think it needs something kind of in the middle. But, I mean, it's not terrible. It's not the worst I've seen for sure. And, it's, you know, I mean, other than that, again, it's a solid figure here. I do like that they added in some purple into his uniform, kind of giving it that, you know, little smacks of classic Hawkeye. So I do like that. The legs are printed nicely. Everything on the chest looks good. He actually has a lot of, like, dark gunmetal silver. It's kind of hard to make out, but once you pass the light over it, you can kind of see what's going on there. So there's a lot of printing going on here. He's got one bare arm with a glove and one arm that's covered up. And on the back, you can see they actually did print a quiver onto his back, so, you know, you don't have to ask, oh, where's his quiver? You know, he doesn't include a quiver, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, he doesn't include a physical quiver, which is kind of weird. And seems like they could have gotten away with it since he's just riding on this motorcycle back here, which wouldn't really interfere with the quiver piece. But still, I mean, it's nice that they printed it on there anyway. He does have a double-sided head. Of course, you can see the front is just kind of a smirk. And on the back, he's got an angry face. I don't know if this head was used for another minifigure at some point before. It doesn't really scream, you know, Jeremy Renner to me. It doesn't really look too much like Hawkeye. But I mean, the face I think looks good for, like, say, if you were doing like a comic book Hawkeye in like cinematic universe costume sort of thing. I think that could work. It's kind of a nice blend. But anyway, it comes with a bow, and there you go. There's Hawkeye. Next up, I am super excited to finally have this figure, Vision. You know, not in a $70 or whatever dollar set, which is very nice. Very, very nice to have this guy in a more affordable set. Hopefully it'll allow actually focus. There we go. So again, I don't know if this figure is the exact same or if it is different than that figure, because again, I don't have that figure to compare it to. But that said, it's a very nice figure. Very nice printing over it. It's kind of giving me this weird visual effect in the camera. He's got those lovely baby blue eyes. Hello, I'm Paul Bettany. How are you? And he's got some printing on the back of his head as well. A very nice cape, very flowy, very soft, but, you know, like shimmery. So he's got that going on. And on the back, you can see he's got some printing going on there as well. Very nice. And the cape kind of stays in place if you want to have him go whoosh. I am Vision, I am magic, I have a gem in my head. But yeah, so very, very nice. Very happy to have Vision here. And yeah, pretty cool minifig. Again, that printing on his face is just really, really nice. Really intricate detailing. I do wish they would just print on the side of the heads already. I mean, come on. Come on, Lego, you've shown us you can. Why are you holding out on us? What's the deal here? Yeah, but other than that, pretty cool stuff. And last, but certainly not least, most even in my heart, is Tom Holland as Spider-Man. And we're just going to put the web aside for just a second to check this dude out in all of his glory. And I really, really like this minifigure. The printing on his chest is super nice. And it's not like they don't give him a lot of muscles. Like everybody else gets a ton of muscles printed on. This dude's just like, yeah, we're just gonna print the costume. That's all. It's just a minifigure in a Spider-Man costume. How about that? How about that, guys? He does have the little Lego boots, but actually I feel as though the black patterning that they use in the film, you know, for his costume, actually works really well to kind of separate this up and make it not look like such a weird. You know, because the Lego, you know, the Lego boots, when they're two-tone like this, they have a tendency to sometimes just look strange. like they are just wearing big galoshes. But I think the printing actually really helps to kind of take that away. Like, I mean, yeah, look at just the side. It looks kind of weird, right? But then you look at the front and it actually blends very nicely. And again, on the side, that said, look at this printing, man. Look at this printing. I love arm printing on Lego minifigures, especially when they're Spider-Man. And on the back you can see lots of nice print as well. You got the webbing on the back of the head and the classic spider emblem on the back as well here. I'll turn it right around to give you another quick glimpse. It's a little hard to make out on camera, but he does have some very slight patterning in his eyes to kind of give the impression of the mechanics that make the eyes change shape. So that's really cool, and they're just slightly, they're the gunmetal silver again, so you don't really notice them unless you're holding it up and like kind of flashing it in the light. Other than that, it looks like a nice solid black outline. This dude looks like he could easily just fit in for like a classic comic strip or classic Spider-Man costume, and I think it's absolutely great. Really nicely done. So you can see the pattern on the legs as well. Very nice. So I know I've talked a long time about these minifigures, so let's go ahead and talk about the set itself. Now, this minifigure selection, especially for a $30 set, is absolutely fantastic. How about the set itself? Well, the actual set is okay. So we'll get into it really quickly here. First of all, let's get this out of the way. You get a super jumper. How about that? Super jumper, normally you'd think Spider-Man. I'm not risking my Spider-Man on this thing, just in case there's a problem. I'm not risking his poor little Lego feet. So we're gonna go with good old Captain America here, because I have multiples of this guy. We'll give him his shield back. He's got this going on. So the whole idea behind this is that you've got this little here, I'll kind of move this stuff out of the way. You got the Roxxon barrels here, which I'll show you really quickly here. Got these little Roxxon fuel barrels in the background here, and you've got, say, we'll put this guy right here, just because I know where they were on the same team. It's just to try and give you a visual aid here, guys. And then what you want to do is you just want to press on the back of this little jumpy bit. If you're not familiar with these, most of you probably are, but just want to press back on that and release it, and it'll miss completely. And you just do that over and over again until you finally hit your target. There you go. And this falls down and you get some barrels exploding action, and it's amazing. It's everything you ever wanted as a child, all at once. Yeah, it's Boglin's and Ecto Cooler. It's the best thing ever. So yeah, you get this little windsock here, and it just goes back and knocks the barrels out, and it's fine. I mean, it's a play feature. I think Lego in itself is kind of a play feature, so I don't understand really a lot of these gimmicks, but some of this stuff is actually pretty cool. We'll get into that. So you've got the exploding barrels. You do have some more of these little guys. We saw them most recently in our Spider-Man Ghost Rider team-up set. You do get 2 more of these. So between the 2 sets, you've got 4, and you can kind of throw them all over the place. And I think even more of them come with the bridge set and whatever. So you got a whole lot to work with there. And so you can start all kinds of crazy fires, like so, and have just trails of fire everywhere. So you got that going on. Let's get Cap out of this, and we did it successfully. Congrats to us. So what else we got? We have the webbing. For those of you unfamiliar with this is a new webbing piece. This is a new webbing holder piece. So it's just a little stud. It's a little rod here, I should say, a little clear rod, and on it is a little tiny flat bit with a stud on it, just like so. And you've got this new web piece, and they had us attach this, this one stud piece with the hole in the middle, just to kind of fill that out a little bit more, but you can attach it directly, like so. And then you've got a platform on which to attach anything into your minifigures' hands, which is amazing. It's awesome. It's the coolest thing ever. So that's really, really handy. It's going to be great for Iron Man, all of your, all of your beam throwing superheroes, Doctor Strange, I believe, has a bunch of these. So it's very, very cool stuff. Now, you can, I believe, grab 2 of these guys, because now I have 2. So that's pretty cool. And since you do have a little hole on this side, a little rod on this side, you could even probably double these up like so and make yourself like a big old capture net that you could capture Vision for like half a second in. Like, oh, look at that. Look at that. You've captured Vision. I mean, he's just going to like go right out there. He's like, I'm Vision. I don't care. But that's actually really, really cool. Very excited about that. So I'm going to give that back to other Spider-Man off to the side here. And we will continue talking about these guys. So you got this. You've got the web. And you can, of course, attach it to Spider-Man's hand here. And you can shoot web out and go swinging around. I am a little bit bummed it didn't just come with a regular like strand of web as well. I would like to see both of those in sets. I know it's an extra piece, but come on, Lego. We're paying you guys enough here. Come on. So it would be nice to see that, but it's not, obviously, it didn't happen and I'm still alive. So do, read into that how you will. So we do have a bike here for Clint, for Hawkeye here. And it's nice. You get a nice little pearl silver, chassis for the bike, which is very nice. You get some wheels going on. They spin. And this nice purple body as well with a little Avengers sticker on the front. And you can, of course, just attach this guy to it. So he's all matchy-matchy with his purple bike and purple costume and loudmouth behavior, etc., etc. And you can just drive off into awesome... Well, okay. Let's... come on, man. Put a little effort into it. There we go. You did great that time. So there's that. You got the motorcycle. And, of course, you have the tanker truck. The titular tanker truck for this set. And it's... I like this half of it. I don't really like this half of it so much, but I really like this half of it. So we'll split them in half and we'll do it kind of a piece at a time. So we have this front end, which is weirdly oblong in the front. And I know some trucks are like that, but it's just weird looking. Like it's very, very square, very boxy. And I don't know, there's a lot into the building of this. It's not a very, it's not a very basic build. There's a lot that goes into it. But there's nothing inside here. You can put a minifigure in. It doesn't come with a driver minifigure. But you could put one in if you wanted to. And just, closes up like so. Come on, closes up like so. Don't make me lie to the people. And, of course, you've got your obligatory fire extinguisher in the back, and you're going to need that. And then just a little place to put the trailer. I do like that it has this little hitch as well on the back, so that's pretty cool. You could actually have this drag the luggage cart, so that's kind of a neat thing. I do like that. I just wish a little bit more went into this front end, because to be honest, it looks absolutely nothing like the truck in the film, and this is based on a very specific scene in the film. And this looks absolutely nothing like it. I mean, it's not even the same color or anything, but I appreciate what they were going for. I just wish this was like more of a standard, like, snub nose kind of cab instead of this weird elongated thing. But that said, it's fine. It's, you're not really gonna, this is not a display piece necessarily. This is more for play. So my nitpicks aside, this is a really cool thing, and I want to show you guys what goes on here. So you've got this Roxxon tanker here, and the rear end of it is nice and round. You got all the rounded bits, and this is a hefty thing right here. There's a lot of parts in this thing, in this tanker, and it looks good. It looks fine. It looks like nothing out of the ordinary here. And then what you can do is, of course, you get this little dial back here, and if you twist it, you can explode the whole dang thing. The end flies off. You could even, I don't know, make a ramp out of it if you wanted to. That's not really the purpose of it, but it does pop out like that. And you've got some flames that come out here, and you can even see inside there's actually more flames along the sides to kind of give it that appearance. And you can even wiggle this a little bit if you wanted to kind of give that, like that flaming appearance, I guess. I don't know what I'm talking about. And then, of course, you can just close it all back up and pop this back on. Just pops onto these two studs. And it's like it never happened. Voila. It's just like that ride that's no longer at Disney World. What is it? Was it the backlot ride, I think? Yeah. That's the one I'm thinking of. But, yeah, I mean, it's... Overall, it's a very playable set. It has a lot of nice features to it. It just looks a little weird to me. But, I mean, honestly, the minifigs more than make up for that. This set was worth it just for these guys alone. I'm super, super happy and excited to have a Vision figure, finally. I am over the moon to have a proper Marvel Cinematic Universe Spider-Man figure here. And, yeah, I'm really, really pleased overall. So, it's only $30. Go out and buy it. It's a good set. It's actually a really good build. It was an enjoyable build. I'll certainly give it that much. And again, the minifigs, guys, the minifigs. So that's going to do it for this review. I want to thank you so very much for watching, as always. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. It really does help me out. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more. I will be getting the Doctor Strange set as soon as I can find it, and I will have a review up for you as soon as I am able. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.